With trepidation, you make your way through the busy tavern towards the basement stairs. With sweaty palms, you clutch your newly bought short sword and begin to descend. The sound of raucous patrons begins to die away, and your mind begins to wonder about what terrors lie down in the darkness. You reach the basement, and it's just as the barkeep said. My God, 3 giant rats. Well, like, not that big, but to you, giant rats. You let out a cry, and you charge. Will you complete your level 1 adventure? Or are you on a mystery quest? And welcome everybody to Mystery Quest, where this week we are playing 1,000-Year-Old Vampire by Tim Hutchins. I'm joined by a very special guest today. It's your friend and mine. It's Ben.
Very special indeed. That's me.
Very special friend Ben. We are playing this solo RPG where you're going to be taking the lead, but I'm going to kind of like chip in and help you every now and again, just with some ideas. I'll be doing all of the bookkeeping, so all you have to do is stay in your dream palace and guide where this kind of story goes.
Okay.
It's a bit like, being in Cerebro.
Right.
Maybe.
Do I have to shave my head?
You do have to shave your head.
Oh, wow. Commitment.
Or jump into the Animus, where you are now going to live the life of this person.
Amazing. Okay, can I just stay, never come out of the Animus?
No, sometimes we have to cut back to this bit where we have to do paperwork. And it's going to be a red hot mess. It's going to be great.
Wait.
We are going to just jump straight on in.
Yeah.
So
I want to max out my mana and health points.
Is
it not that kind of role-playing game?
Maybe can do that. Roll me a dice for your mana.
Ooh, I got a 3.
Okay, not the most, but
no.
we'll see how that goes when you cast a fireball. So, 1,000-Year-Old Vampire is a game where you'll be playing as a vampire.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a Dracula.
Could I be a Nosferatu?
You could be a Nosferatu, but it's you are sort of an immortal creature who is going to be feasting on people.
Okay.
And we'll be tracking your journey through time and space.
Ooh, space.
And so I want you to begin by imagining a person, Ben.
Okay.
A person from the past.
Casting my mind back. I'm going to go with one of my past lives when I was an ancient eunuch for Alexander the Great.
Wow, okay. Doing the Rimmer past life.
No, maybe not. Maybe that's already been done.
Okay.
How about, I like ancient Greek. We don't get to do much ancient stuff. So what about if I am a Greek shipwright who dreams of adventure and after years of building ships for wealthy noblemen has slowly but surely every Sunday afternoon been whittling away on his own ship, and it's taken him like 10 years to build his own one, and now he's got the freedom of the sea and he can go on mythical adventures.
Okay, I absolutely love this. Right, can you give this person a name? What is a good... Who was the guy? Theseus's boat?
Theseus had a boat, that's
sure. Is he the one? Was he the pre-granddad's bicycle guy?
Yeah, I guess. I can't remember. All those Greek names sound the same.
Yeah.
Thessilius, Ossidius, Achilles. So what is your name going to be? Let's go something a bit easier. Let's say it's Thaddeus.
Thaddeus, do you have a surname?
No, I'm not cool enough for a surname.
Cool.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's like rich landed gentry types.
Okay, so you're like middle class?
I guess I'm just like I was born like very low class, but over the years have like honed my craft.
Okay.
To the point where I'm really good at building this boat, but I'm still not like rich.
Okay, no, this makes sense. Right, we need to give Thaddeus some extra things, such as Thaddeus needs some skills. What could Thaddeus's skills be?
I guess like carpentry or general craftsman. Yes, I don't know how specific these skills get.
No. Well, I can give you some examples. You need 3 skills fitting your lot in life. Then we'll need 3 resources that you own, big or small. It could be anything from the example they give here, an obsidian knife or a fleet of warships.
Well, quite a range.
So, if you're playing as a king, you could be like, I own a castle. I own a country.
I could have had a castle.
Yeah, but no, you're a carpenter with a boat.
Shit.
Okay.
Oh, I wish you told me that first. I would have been king of the universe. I own everything.
Wow, it's a big start. But when you lose that, way more sad.
I guess the only way is down from that point.
So carpentry is a skill.
I guess I know about sailing boats.
Great.
Because I plan to, like, that's kind of like my end game is to finish my own boat after years and years and years of like doing it on the side and then get my crew together and go off on mythical adventures. Ooh. So I need a 3rd skill. I'm imagining him as quite a rough and tough, salt of the earth, like working class hero.
Okay.
So I don't know what another 3rd appropriate skill would be.
Is he handy in a fight? Can he punch someone? Can he?
Maybe. Maybe he's a bit rough and ready. Maybe he's like just kind of strong. Because he works with it, he lifts his, he lifts all his planks up. He works with his hands. He's just generally in good shape and can handle himself. He can go for a good run. He can do a wrestle.
Okay,
that kind of thing.
Strong as a thing,
or athletic generally.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe he likes to do the local version of the Olympics.
Ooh, okay.
Have a big naked run and a javelin and a discus.
Okay, this is all absolutely perfect. He needs 3 mortal friends. They could be friends, families, rivals, foes, anyone that he, kind of knows.
Well, let's have his apprentice.
Okay.
Who,
what is their name?
What's a ancient Greek version of Little Jimmy?
Little Jamius?
Sure, Jamius. Okay, little Jamath.
Little Jamath. Apprentice.
Yeah, he's always dropping stuff and messing things up, but he tries his best. So try to take it easy on him.
Okay. Who else do you know? Little Jamath?
Whoever commissions me to make ships for him, like the harbour master or the trade baron or the big rich guy who needs a lot of ships.
Yeah, sure. Like we'll say harbour master.
I'm imagining them to be a villain.
Ooh, what's an evil
name.
Ancient Greek name?
No, I've got to get it. I can't keep doing us on the end of everything.
It's kind of how they did the names.
Akros.
Akros. I don't know how you
He's
spell that.
not a local man. He's from east somewhere, maybe.
Oh, okay.
He looks and talks different to the rest of us, so our local lad's not a big fan.
No, but he's got the money, so you got to work for old Akros, the harbour master. And one last person who is kind of tied to you.
Can I just cram like wife and child as one? Family?
Wife child.
No, I don't want a wife child.
You can
maybe I have a wife and like a baby. So the baby isn't his own character.
Right, okay, sure. What is your wife called?
Illyrio.
Illyrio. Very, very nice. Okay, right, next up, we need your resources. We need 3 resources, 3 important things that you own.
Boat.
A boat.
I've just finished building my own boat.
Is it like a top of the line, experimental hull that you've changed the lines on it, and so this thing sails
It's a one of a kind.
Ooh.
You know, I've like tweaked and tweaked and tweaked the designs over the course of years and years, and everything I've ever learned in building ships has gone into this amazing exploration vessel.
Okay, does it have a cool name?
Oh, the Enterprise.
Okay, right. Suddenly, is Little Jarmuth played by Will Wheaton in this?
Shut up, Jarmuth!
Shut up, Jarmuth. Okay, I love it. I'm on board. I am now picturing Thaddeus as bald as Picard. This is incredible. God, like, just wove those seeds with the Cerebro.
You subliminally, like, forced me to do that.
Okay, I love this. Right, what are your other resources? Is one a flute? Do you play the flute by any chance, Ben?
Oh, I don't know. What else does he have in his life? I feel like it's just taken over his whole life. And if he had anything else, he wouldn't even recognize it as having value to him.
Do you wear, do they have like wedding rings, or do you have like a thing that might tie you to your...
Yeah, I don't know if wedding rings existed back then, but maybe I'll have some kind of like memento. Maybe, they quite often wore those like braziers, didn't they? Like those like cuffs, metal, like long bracelets kind of thing. Maybe I've got one of those that's got like, that was engraved.
Brazier.
And a gift from my wife.
From wife. And one more resource. What do you want? Your sun hat.
I don't want to wear my sun hat.
It can be anything. Anything you want.
Anything. When I was a child, I was on the beach and I found what looked like something had washed onto the beach.
Oh.
And I went to investigate it, and it was, it looked like it might be a piece of driftwood or sea glass or something like that, but it was like a worn, weathered tile that had clearly like come off of somewhere and like been washed.
Okay.
Sure. And there was like strange engravings on it.
Ooh.
And that's what kindled the spirit of adventure.
Oh.
I know that out there beyond the sea, there's mysterious ruins and peoples and civilizations that have never been discovered. And I found one of these artifacts washed ashore.
Oh, okay.
And I've always wanted to find out where it came from and what else is out there that we don't know about.
Okay, this is absolutely perfect. Absolutely love that. So strange engraving tile is just how I'm going to note that down.
Yeah, it's got some kind of writing that no one's ever been able to like recognize or decipher.
Okay, this seems very, very good. So now we need to give you some starting memories. Your first memory is just a little summary of who you are. I am Thaddeus, shipwright.
I'm a simple man. I build boats.
Simple man with a sense of adventure. Okay, so now you need 3 more memories, which are combining 2 different things from your life, either characters you know, resources, or skills. So, for example, it could be the day you married your wife and she gave you this brazier that has both of your names on it. That could just be...
Yeah, perfect. That makes perfect sense. Let's have that.
Wedding day to wife when... given brazier. Right. Well, do you want you spent, the last 10 years of you building the Enterprise, honing your skills as a carpenter?
Perfect. Yeah. All those many hours whittling away at my own personal project.
Okay. Building the Enterprise over the last 10 years. And another one.
About the time that the Harbour Master wanted to test one of the ships I'd made for him. And while we were at sea, there was a storm. The ship started to tip, and both the Harbour Master and their son were going to go off the side. And I tried to save them. I saved the Harbour Master, but his son was too far away and he drowned.
Oh, okay.
And ever since then, I used my sailing and athletic skills to save the one that I could, but he's nenever forgiven me. He blames me for letting his son die.
Oh, wow.
And that's why we're not friends.
Okay.
Even though I saved his life.
His son on a sailing trip. Okay, I love that. It's very what was the Will Smith movie with the robots?
iRobot.
Everyone knows you saved the child. That bit at the beginning.
Yeah, because Will Smith had like a higher chance of surviving.
Yeah, exactly.
So the robot was like, "I've got to save
I save you because it's better probability.
It's maths, not heart."
Yeah. Wow. So is Akros played by Will Smith in this movie that we're casting? We're slowly casting this movie.
Perfect.
Absolutely love that.
Yeah. Well, I was just too far away to save his son.
Lower probability.
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. You let Jaden Smith die. Okay. Great. Perfect.
When they truly do say there's no new stories, right?
Yeah, because we were just taking...
This is just what? Star Trek, Troy, and iRobot.
Just all merged into one. It's perfect. It's a beautiful movie, Ben. It's what people have been wanting. So, right, last of all, you need to create an immortal character that gifted you / cursed you with unlife, a mark that represents you as an undead creature or an immortal creature and a memory attached to that. So, for example, it could be, I think the one they give in the book is, I dueled Baron Helen Mueller on the rooftops. He almost cut my head off. Now I have to wear a scarf to keep my head in place. Otherwise, it will fall off. That kind of thing.
Wow.
Or, you're someone ripped your heart out. Now you have a cavity in your chest that is always bleeding.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's not like not vampiric at all necessarily.
No, so you can go anywhere. So this immortal creature, it could be a person who is an immortal. It could be a monster. It could be anything you want. It is something that will, in theory, live forever. I feel
like if it's like an ancient Greek myth, I need to be like cursed by the gods, right?
We can have a god.
Or just something really mysterious. Like I go into a cave to speak to the oracle to ask for a blessing on my voyage.
Ooh, I like this.
And maybe I get like monkey's pawed, and they're like, yes, you shall not die on your voyage.
Oh, I love that. Okay, this is great. So do we just call them like the weird oracle?
Yeah, there's like, this sort of creepy witch who lives in a cave who wheels, it's like you can go and ask the oracle for a boon, but you also get a curse.
Okay, this is great. And how does this mark you? What like kind of physical representation? Different? So it can be something that can be hidden. It can be, there's like, sometimes there might be a prompt where someone sees your mark and it's discovered, or you find a way to completely hide it, or your mark has gotten significantly worse, making it almost impossible to hide. Could be the kind of things that could come up later. So.
Okay. Let's say it turns out no one knew, but she pulled back her hood and she was a Medusa.
Oh.
And I'm starting to very slowly turn to stone.
Stonecock.
Well, I was thinking like it starts off on where she touches me on the arm and like blesses me. And so I move my brazier out to the other arm to like cover like the stone skin.
Okay. I love this.
But it's going to grow and grow and grow over the years.
This is great.
Already like that wrist is a bit stiff.
Yeah, you can't bend your wrist quite as much. This is perfect. And so as a memory, I think if we just have kind of, going
to the oracle and getting Medusa'd.
The oracle.
I just thought she had like, I don't know, something going on, like jiggly hair. It wasn't. It was snakes all along.
This is perfect. Okay, great. So, as a brief rundown, you're Thaddeus. The characters little Jarmuth, your apprentice. Akros, Illyrio, your wife, the immortal Oracle Witch, and your resource is the Enterprise, a brazier from your wife, and a strange engraving on a tile. And you're skilled in carpentry, sailing, and athletics. And your memories are you're Thaddeus the Shipwright, a simple man with a sense of adventure. The wedding day to your wife, where she gives you this brazier. The last 10 years of building this ship. And saving the harbor master, but his son accidentally getting killed in a storm. And when you visited the Oracle for a blessing for your voyage, and she has cursed you with that you won't die on this trip because now you cannot die, but you're slowly turning to stone. This is absolutely perfect. So we can begin the game as proper.
Cool.
So we're going to be going through a whole list of prompts that Ben's going to have to answer. And we'll be doing that by, you'll be rolling a D10 and a D6. The D6 is minus from the D10. And so sometimes it means we can go backwards. Generally, we'll be going forwards. And slowly working our way through the book, getting different prompts.
Wow. I mean, I'm quite impressed that this system can cope with a traditional vampire story and whatever the hell I've just made up.
Yeah.
That's wild.
We've played this a couple of times now, and it goes absolutely completely differently every time. It purely just depends on the person playing. And so we'll be advancing through time. Already, we have introduced the idea of a Medusa character. So that means we're not going to be entirely historically accurate.
No, you can't prove Medusas didn't exist.
Well, that's true. But I'm sure someone will let us know why the point when you talk about a brazier actually was not around at this time. They did not have the technology.
That's true. And Thaddeus is a Roman name or something.
Also completely wrong. And Will Smith wasn't around in these times.
What the hell?
I know. What a nightmare. So if you want to begin, roll me some dice, and that'll be where we first go to. Two. Right. Horrified with your new nature, you withdraw from society. Where do you hide? How do you feed? Create a stationary resource which shelters you.
I assumed I was going to escape the eyes of people by going off on my adventure on the boat. But am I going to hide in a cave instead?
Well, what if you're kind of near the Adriatic Sea, right? And so maybe you could have taken your boat and on one of those little islands,
like a cove or an island somewhere,
made a little shack type thing where you sail to there, and as you're oh god, I can't show people this, still kind of dipping back and forward sort of thing, but you're now kind of secluding yourself away.
Okay, so I go off on a a test before I hire a crew. I just sort of make sure I get it out on the water, give it a little run around. When I reach the island, I'm I don't feel right. I can't go back. I need to sort out what the hell's happening to me.
How do you feed?
Do I need to heat human blood?
It doesn't specifically say. You can decide how this goes entirely yourself.
Okay. Well, it's a little Greek island, right? It's going to have I don't know, goats and olives and various Mediterranean
goats and olives. I love this.
So yeah, I know how to do that. How to live on the land for a little while.
Okay.
Do I need to develop a thirst for something less natural? Do I need to
entirely up to you?
Something?
I think the more unnatural you begin to make it, I could think there's on this island there's just goats and stuff, and you start eating them. Seems super easy.
Sure.
Which category of memory would you like this to be in? I feel like maybe it would match most with you've just been cursed, and now. Yeah.
So now I'm trying to commune with the gods and be why have you cursed me? Taking some time out to rethink my life.
Cool. You've created a hideaway on a secluded island, and we'll have island hideout. And so sometimes if you have to ever travel a long distance or something like that, sometimes your stationary resources can be destroyed because you've had to travel to a new land.
Sure.
Okay, great. Roll me some more dice. Two. Okay, we're going to number 4. You're exposed, and you flee to a neighboring region. Lose any stationary resources.
Oh no, that didn't last long.
Check a skill. Immortal flees with you. What new name do you adopt amongst these strangers?
Okay. So let's say there have been like pirates attacking shipping recently. And when they see me lurking on an island in a secluded like cove.
Oh, with a cool boat.
They think I must be one of these pirates. And I get like chased out by like the
harbour master.
The harbour master. He blames it all on me. Like some of the shipping's gone down recently and he's like, this guy knows all the routes and all the ships. He's
got this weird new base.
Yep.
He's definitely a pirate.
He's always been weird, that guy. I never liked him.
Oh, okay. I love this.
Yeah, so I get run out of town by the harbour master. And I'm too scared to like go back to town.
So you do take a mortal character with you.
Oh, well, it's got to be little Jameth.
Not your wife.
No, I feel like maybe he comes to warn me. He's like, the harbour master's coming. He's blaming you for everything.
Oh, okay. Little Jameth. You and Little Jameth flee after being chased away by...
And I vow to one day return to rescue my wife from his evil persecution.
Amazing. Okay. Is he going to take her as his wife now in
I
the
don't
process?
know.
That feels like that's a Greek myth thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll get to that and she's now married to him and you're in years when you return.
Oh my God. And we don't know whose baby it is.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I love it. Right, creator think maybe this will tie into the harbour master.
Yeah, he gets his revenge.
This is just mainly for us to be able to remember things.
Maybe he does like a Sam in Lord of the Rings. He's like trying to swim out to my island base, and he's like, "Oh, Thaddeus, they're coming!" It's like, you can't swim, little Jameth.
You never taught you to swim. So where actually are you at the moment? In Greece?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So now you're fleeing to a new area.
Oh, right. So we're going to go to like Sicily.
What new name do you adopt amongst these strangers?
And
we have to check a skill. I'm just going to executive say we're going to check your sailing skill is what we're using to probably
see if
flee.
I can escape. Yeah, because I've got to get out of the like jurisdiction of this like harbour master, right?
Yeah, and
so none of the nearby ports will have me.
Oh, that completely makes sense. Yeah, because he knows a lot of the other harbour masters around.
Sure, they all trade with each other and stuff.
And so you're now having to sail to a new place. You and Jameth.
Where they speak a different language.
Okay.
I'm going to go to, because at this point, Sicily is sort of, it's got Italian tribes, it's got Greek colonies, and it's got like Carthaginian colonies as well.
Okay.
It's like a bit of a free-for-all on Sicily before the Romans conquered it.
Okay, sweet.
So I'm going to go over there because that feels like it's well out of his reach, and there's lots of new peoples to
hide amongst in.
Mm-hmm.
What is your new name you're taking? Because people must. There's probably you're now Thaddeus. The shipwright's probably wanted over in Greece. Has been spread around.
Okay.
Timotheus.
Pythagoras.
Amazing. We can go again. Argos.
Sure, Argos. I mean, it's the name of a city. And a shop.
And the shop. I was thinking mainly of the shop, but I'm not as cultured. Right, you're now called Argos.
So, you know the Argonauts?
Yes.
Jason and the Argonauts. They're called that because they are the crew of the ship, the Argo.
Okay.
Or the Argonauts.
Right, that makes sense.
I guess that makes us the like Entonauts.
Entonauts. Yeah. You and your boy, Jameth, are the Entonauts.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah. Argos, the Entonaut. Oh yeah, of course that's not a word. It's like I don't know why I'm trying to correct that spelling. Cool. Well, okay. So you fled to Sicily. Roll me again.
One. Lots of low rolls today.
Oh God. You murder someone you love or respect rather than let them expose you.
Oh no.
Kill a character, check a skill, If you have no living characters, kill no one. Create a beloved mortal character who you have betrayed.
Oh no, Little Jameth.
I think Little Jameth, he...
Oh my god, so somehow I had to kill him or be exposed.
Yeah, maybe he like did it accidentally. He was bragging about your boat or something.
Oh, finest in all the land, made by the fair hand of legendary shipwright. Just like, shut up, Jameth.
And
I think it was an accident. I think I pull him aside. And I'm like, shut up. And we get into an argument and like we go outside and like we have a scuffle and he falls and he lands on something.
Oh God, yeah,
And
you with your athletic
yeah,
skills.
I just try to calm him down and overpower him.
Oh,
but
God.
he's so little
that
he break.
Shut up, Jameth! And you...
Oh no.
Oh no. Was there anything else we needed to do? Yeah, check a skill and kill a character.
Oh my god, it's getting real bad.
Okay, Little Jameth.
Wow, I'm really glad I didn't bring my wife with me now.
Yeah, geez, like it can get pretty bad pretty quickly.
Yikes.
Oh, Little Jameth.
Oh, he was not long for this world. I'm very haunted by that.
Yeah. Oopsie. Yeah, you can roll
Again?
Roll again.
2.
Your body manifests some trait related to the vampire that created you.
Oh.
How do you become more like them? Create a skill that reflects this.
Do I start growing snake hair?
So you're not getting a mark, you're getting a skill to move, but you can slowly be getting snake hair if you want to.
No, that's weird because I don't have any normal hair.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But what kind of skills does a Medusa have other than turning people to stone?
Well, like the if they're an oracle, maybe you start to get like kind of foresight or something.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I get like visions from the god. Well, I presume they're from the gods, but who knows for sure?
Okay. Visions of the future. Great. Okay. Easy. Love it.
1.
Oh no.
Dangerously close to going backwards.
Yeah. You are recognized for what you are by another creature like yourself.
Oh.
Create an immortal character, lose a resource, and gain a skill. What did you lose to them?
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
someone else who's been touched by destiny.
You are losing one of your resources in this process. And how...
So dumb.
Go for it. I'm absolutely down.
You know those like street performers who pretend to be like statues and robots?
Yeah.
What if there's a guy who's almost turned to stone?
Ooh, I love this. Okay.
And I like mistake him for a statue on a plinth.
Yeah.
But actually it's like another one of me, but who's like hundreds of years down the line.
Further along. Okay.
Yeah.
I love Statue Man.
And he likes like maybe that's like a route I go from, like maybe I'm doing like odd jobs for people running. Maybe I'll become like a smuggler or something like that on my boat.
Okay, yeah.
Because I've got to like earn a living so I can come back and save my wife. And on my regular route, there's this statue that's always there. And eventually he like clocks on and he thinks he can like drain my life or energy or give me his rockness.
Yeah, break the curse.
Or like just, you know. So he like attacks me.
Ooh.
And I have to fight off the statue guy. And in the process, I guess I lose my brazier.
Okay.
We have a confrontation. He like rips it off and it goes, look, proof. He like finds the spot.
Nice. Okay.
And I have to like overpower him and escape his like rock hard clutches.
Can you like push them into the harbor and they like bloop, 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 and they're like holding the thing?
Yeah, because they grab me to stop themselves from falling and they like pull off the...
Oh,
and I can't hold up their weight. They're real heavy.
Yeah. Okay. I love this. What are they called?
I never knew their name.
Okay.
Just the statue man.
The statue man. Okay.
But presumably he doesn't die. I don't think statues need to breathe, right?
No. I think statue
So
man.
he might crawl his way out of the ocean and come back for me later.
I love Statue Man. Okay, but Statue Man is great. I really like that. So you thought it was going to be a bit dumb, but no, I think that's like genuinely like a kind of terrifying
Well, my
scene.
dumb version was he does that. He pretends to be a statue and hopes people give him money.
Okay.
Cut that part.
No, this is so good. Cool. Roll me some more dice.
3. No,
Wait.
minus.
No, that's okay. It's fine.
Minus
to go
2.
-2. A mortal character begins serving you. Who are they? Why are they drawn to you? Create a new mortal character.
Oh, who would want to serve me? Because I'm not a super important person.
What if you're doing smuggling?
Mhm.
Do you get a Chewbacca?
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, a big hairy.
Oh, I like this. Yeah, a big hairy guy.
Yeah.
Do you need a name?
Sure.
We
call him Tauros. The
Tor.
bull.
Oh, okay, great.
I don't know his real name. He's like a big thug that we meet in a bar. He's like hired muscle.
Okay,
And he's just like, call me Tauros.
great.
The bull.
Tauros, and Tauros helps you with
I
your.
don't even know where he's from. He might be Italian. He might be Phoenician. Who knows? He's just fucking enormous.
Huge and
And-
really hairy.
Yeah, and a few words. I don't understand his language.
This is great. Oh yeah, he just speaks another language, and you're like, yeah, whatever, Tauros.
He knows like a few words of my language, but not many.
This is great. So how many years are you imagining have passed by now?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Not like loads, but enough that it's been too long that I've been gone. Like maybe 2 or 3 years or something like that.
Yeah. So now you're established as this kind of smuggler in
I'm
this
just
new
trying to get
land.
enough money so that I can come back to clear my name. But I can't keep ahead of my debts because I keep having to borrow money to buy cargo and sometimes I make a profit, but then sometimes I have to like throw the whole cargo in the ocean or I run away from pirates or whatever and I lose everything.
Okay, so the local crime lord, you jettison some cargo and he's sending goons after you. And you've got this henchman, you saved his life. And Tauros owes you a blood debt.
Yeah, he thought the statue was attacking him.
Oh,
And
okay.
he saw me defeat the monstrous statue man. And so he thinks I'm like real cool.
Just a hero.
An absolute hero,
So-
chosen by destiny.
Wow, so Tauros dedicated. Cuts his palm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in. Roll me some more dice. Where are we going now?
0.
Ooh, okay. Oh no. A trusted mortal character betrays you in a surprising way. Lose a resource. Why did they do this? Why do you forgive them?
I don't even lose Taurus. Oh no. Okay, well, I've only got 2 resources left. It's the Enterprise or my strange tile. Now,
I know what I want to have happen, but I want you to...
want Taurus to sink the boat.
No, I want him to steal the boat.
Oh.
And you forgive him because you're like, it's business, right? Like, you know, I'm
the Pirate's Code.
Like a few years have passed and like he steals the boat from you and you're like, I always knew he was going to do
Yeah.
it. But like, I taught him.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe,
it was inevitable.
maybe one time we're on the run, the ship's chasing us, and he realizes that they're after me, not the ship. And he's like, we don't have to outsail them. I just have to outsail you. And he like, maybe he's not that evil. Maybe I fall off the ship in a bad weather.
Yeah.
And instead of turning around to rescue me, because that would get him captured, he just runs.
He keeps going.
He keeps going.
Oh, okay. That's great. Yeah. And he looks sad about it.
Yeah.
But,
And that's why I forgive him, because I'm like, we would have both been put in prison.
and you would have done the exact same thing.
With
to
a heavy
him.
heart, I would have had to do the same thing. So I can't blame him.
Okay.
But he has got my boat.
he has stolen the boat. Okay.
And maybe I've got arrested. Maybe I escaped their clutches somehow. Maybe I can use my stone powers to fall underwater and not breathe.
Yeah. I think you are able to evade capture.
Everyone thinks I drown. But
okay. That's
actually, I stone walk along the bottom of the sea.
great. Okay. I'm in. Roll again.
4.
4. We're going up to 10 now. The spars pinwheel above you at night. The seasons are a blur. You are as an automaton, unconscious to the passage of time. A century passes. Strike out a memory. Strike out all mortal characters.
Oh my God. So how long passes? A century?
Yeah.
100 years.
At least 100 years.
So I think I fall unconscious under the water.
Ooh.
Maybe I drown, but it doesn't kill me.
Oh, okay.
And something awakens me later. Like I get fished out of the water.
Yeah. Like just another nation's fishing ship finds this half kind of rock man. And then you just come to in their fishing net.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is great. So unfortunately, all of these people have died.
Right.
Because they were alive.
Well, R.I.P. Akros, my wife Illyrio, and Tauros.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the spin-off Tauros adventure movie.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah. Oh, I wish we had more of him. Just unfortunately, hundreds of years have passed. Yeah. So what rough... Oh, wait 1 second.
I have to lose a memory.
Strike out a memory. Strike out all mortal characters. Okay. What memory have you forgotten?
I guess I forget about my boat because it's gone and it certainly hasn't survived. Oh, unless it's like my Theseus's ship.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll leave that one. I guess I forget about the harbor master. Because
what, him coming to attack you?
Yeah, because I can't avenge him anymore. Like I can't rescue my wife. And it's kind of it's a dead end.
Okay.
Right. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna let the memory of the harbor master fade because it's no longer relevant.
Yeah, that just disappears. Okay, great. Yeah, roll again.
8.
Ooh. Okay, going up to 18. You were fed too long in one place, destroying a community or social group. Who were they? How did the last community member die? Gain a scavenged resource, and then lose a resource.
Okay. I think at this point, to stop myself, I've pretty much turned to stone under the water, but I've learned from the statue man attack that I can drain the life out of people to undo the stoning.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's what he tried to do to me.
That slowly makes it recede and gives you a bit more mobility.
Yeah, so I guess I have to do that to the fishermen who pull me out of the water.
Oh yeah, you join up with them.
Because my instinct kicks in and I'm just ah! When one of them touches me to find out what's this statue all about, and I'm just ah!
Okay, this
suck
is
the life out of them.
This is really good. Absolutely perfect. Where do we want to put this? Oh, I guess this kind of ties in there.
I think I touch them and I start to become, it recedes on me, but they turn completely to stone.
Oh, okay.
And it only just makes it retreat a little bit on me. It's really not an efficient...
A good trade. And so you kill this entire fishing community.
But that's completely resets me.
And you're basically good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want their boat as a new scavenged resource?
Oh, yeah, great.
And lose a resource. Maybe we can just say you've lost the tile underwater.
The tile. Yeah.
Your clothes kind of have rotted away after being underwater for hundreds of years.
So the tile's down there somewhere.
Yeah. I think that kind of works.
Mm-hmm. And my new boat will be the Enterprise A. Alpha, no, the beta, because I'm Greek. It would be the alpha. The first one was the alpha. This one's the beta. Enterprise B.
Yes. The Enterprise B is great. Sweet. Great. Roll again. 3. Going up to 21 now. There's a great shift in the way society moves goods. How does this work to your advantage? Check a skill, create a skill based on a memory.
Okay. Or maybe people are getting more into boats. There's more shipping going on, and I have a boat,
also,
and I'm going to ship stuff, right?
You get to check a skill. So at this time, when is this set?
Well, this was meant to be 300 BC. It was meant to be like in between the death of Alexander and the rise of the Roman Republic.
Mhm.
So that's kind of like sort of like 200 BC kind of era.
Like, are people doing a lot of stuff with like oars and stuff at the moment?
Yeah, there's a lot of oar work. Maybe like sales have improved now.
Yeah, because
And-
suddenly if a few hundred years have passed, sales have improved and
Yeah, they're moving away from oars.
because you're a naturally gifted shipwright.
Yeah, and
You
sailor.
are-
So now I can run a ship without needing like dozens of oarsmen.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to prosper. I can build boats and I can sail them around.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I think this works to your advantage that you can now kind of be at the forefront of like this technological sort of revolution with ships.
Yeah.
So we have to check one of your skills, which is carpentry, I
So
think.
what does that mean when you check them? Are they like sort of used up until?
They're used up, but sometimes skills can get unchecked. Sometimes we will, they might still come into the game. Every now and again, you might lose a skill, but just checking one means that you've used it in this adventure, and you generally only use each skill once. But
Cool.
there are exceptions to all of these things,
Of
and
course.
so it might come back in a different way.
Okay. So yeah, I use my carpentry to build these new age ship designs that don't rely on oars, and the local people love it. And I teach it. I charge to teach like my own sort of shipwright place. And we hire loads of staff, and business is booming.
Okay, right, and you get a new skill. What is your new skill?
Business, I guess, finance.
Cool.
Like I'd make become like a cargo boat tycoon.
Yeah. I think this kind of completely makes sense because we can say like this takes place over 20 years, 30 years that you are doing this stuff, and like just with your knowledge of carpentry and being a boat boy. Okay.
Whole fleet of enterprises. Maybe I can rent them out to people to carry their goods,
Yeah.
like enterprise van rental.
Okay. I was waiting for the joke. I was waiting for it to come in.
Wow, I'm really like losing my sense of adventure here.
Although you could, instead of it being using the carpentry, you could have your visions of the future to like pioneer, like to push these boats even further forwards. Like you are building sails way more advanced, way better, and that could be the route rather than your carpentry. If you think that.
No, I like this. I feel like we can use visions of the future like in a more exciting, spicy way.
Sweet. Right. Brought me some more dice.
0.
Your vampiric state enables you to manipulate people across generations, using them to your own advantage. Create one stationary resource and one ostentatious resource that symbolizes your wealth and power.
Okay, so I've just spent like 100 to 200 years.
A few hundred years have passed.
Just doubling down on this like mega corporation now.
But now you run
all the shipping designs in the Mediterranean, or like the Eastern Mediterranean, or something
you're
like that.
now doing like the East India Trading Company type thing, but you are now in charge of this massively influential.
I guess I have to step back and let other people be the front man of it and manipulate it from behind the scenes.
But you can do that over these hundreds of years that are passing.
Wow.
What is a stationary resource and an ostentatious resource
That is fun. Okay, well, the stationary resource, I guess, is actually like the shipyards. Like we've got these like high-tech shipyards.
Yeah.
Do you know 1 in every 3 ships sailing the Mediterranean today was built in this city?
Oh my God. Wow.
In Syracuse.
Ooh.
Which is on the sort of southeast coast of Sicily.
Okay. The Syracuse shipyards. Are you making the fucking SS Enterprises? Is that what you're making? The Syracuse Shipping Enterprise.
Yeah, with the United Shipping Company, because I've had to buy up lots of other ancient shipyards and unite them together under my big corporation. So we're the United Syracuse Shipyards, which we put our initials on every ship.
The USS, right?
USS Odysseus, the USS. Yeah, each ship's got its own name. They're all ancient Greek names.
Okay, great.
The USS Adventure.
Use shipping yards. Okay, great. What is your ostentatious resource that you have?
What would a boat king have? Because I guess I'm not a public figure anymore because I don't want anyone to know. What if I have like I'm this like eccentric millionaire who has just hundreds of statues in their palace? Do you know what I mean? I've got like a room of statues, but most of them are the people I've drained the life out of.
That's absolutely horrific. I love it.
So I have like I have my famous statue gardens.
Okay.
Where it's like a manicured garden, like open space and stuff like that. But there's just there's statues everywhere with little plaques of like, this person was a great hero of the community and they did all these great things. And I look like I'm because I've got all this money now, I can be like a patron of the community and I can like sponsor local events. And then every time, it's such a shame this person died tragically. They were, they helped the poor and I will immortalize them in my statue garden.
Right.
And also, pay a grant to their causes to like keep them going.
This is amazing and kind of horrific.
But that's how I assuage my guilt. Because even though I have to kill these people to live, I hope they're dead anyway.
Oh God. Oh no. That's even worse.
But then I donate because I've got billions of, or whatever I'm this time period's equivalent of a billionaire.
Yeah. I think you are definitely one of the richest, most powerful people.
And so I do these community donations to help the things of the people that I have killed, but they always sort of disappear mysteriously. And people come to me and go, this person's disappeared, but they were such a good person. And I'm like, don't worry, I'll help.
I'll have a statue made within a week. And just wheel it out from the basement. Your like weird like Igor character just brings that out. Okay, great. I'm just gonna put the memory of hundreds of years you built this shipping monopoly. And so your ostentatious resource is your palace with statue gardens is
they're open to the public. Like it's another thing people think I'm great for providing this like beautiful like the peace in it's a busy city, it's industrialized now, there's lots of building going on, but this one oasis of calm in the busy city streets where the gardens are immaculate. Sometimes there's a band playing or a harp or something.
All the time. You're one of the richest people around.
There's fountains and stuff. It's beautiful, and everyone can come and relax in this beautiful celebration of community spirit.
This is incredible. I love it.
Sometimes I think I see eyes move in the statues.
Yeah,
but I think it's just my guilty conscience.
Oh, it's uncanny that eyes sometimes follow you. Great. Roll me again.
5
up to 25. Your methods of acquiring victims are no longer effective.
Oh no.
What has changed? Lose a resource and create a skill which describes your new feeding techniques.
Just established my feeding techniques.
But again, hundreds of years could have passed, and maybe people are like, that's getting suspicious.
There's only so many statues a garden needs.
Yeah, and you have thousands.
At which point do the dead outnumber the living?
Suddenly, there are more, and I feel like someone is beginning to put this thing together. It seems suspicious.
Just too suspicious. I've got to switch it up.
Lose a resource. Create a skill which describes your new feeding technique.
I can't change that they're turning to stone. So I have to come up with a new technique of like, what do I do with all this stone? So I've started like forcing people while they're still living to like, this is just going to get horrific, really horrific.
Tell me.
But like getting them into some kind of position that, like getting into like a bath or something and packing it with like plaster and stuff like that, and then turning them to stone. So they're basically just like giant stone bricks, like entombing them before killing them. Because then I can like, you need a palace built. I've got all of this grade A marble pre-stoned.
Oh my God.
And then that just gets rid of the evidence. It's part of the Great Wall now. It's part of the pyramids or whatever. So I commission to celebrate the great success of our fair city of Syracuse. We erect like the greatest fortifications the world's ever seen, the Great Walls of Syracuse.
Okay.
So because people will be there's already people are like, these guys are getting a bit too rich and a bit too, because we're not like the city. It's not run by me. I just run the business, right?
Well, but it kind of is run by you.
Well, I mean, they don't do anything I don't want.
Yeah, of course. But I don't run this place. I have no say in government. I'm not an elected official. I'm not even from these lands.
No, exactly. But, they wouldn't dare upset me.
Yeah, exactly. The most powerful person. Yeah, they all live on a tightrope.
But it's not like a sort of a militaristic or an imperialist kind of city. Mm-hmm. So there's the constant threat of like rising powers nearby seeing the rich business and spoils that are just ripe for the taking.
Okay.
We're a soft target. And so to quell public concerns, I take it upon myself to protect this great city.
Ooh.
And I commission out of my own pocket the great fortress walls to protect it for eternity.
Okay, because like this is when like the Romans are kind of romping around a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe...
let's say the Roman Empire has risen. They push north, they push south, they conquer the entire Italian peninsula. We're getting into alternate history now, right?
We are 100%
because we're now further up, we're hundreds of years down the line. So Rome should have already have conquered Sicily.
Okay,
but because of their booming business, they've been able to resist.
Yeah, they have never dared take you on because I imagine your business interests are very intertwined with the Roman Empire. It's
better to leave it. So Sicily itself has remained neutral between Carthage and Rome. Mm-hmm. Those two superpowers have still had the Punic Wars.
Okay.
But it just hasn't been fought over Sicily because it would disrupt both trade too hard.
Yeah. Neither side could risk upsetting you and joining the other.
All the warships they want to build are built here.
All are supplied by you.
So we're forced to pick a side.
Well, I was just kind of thinking like, people are like, this war is going to hit our doorstep at some point. And you're like, well, I'll build the walls. And, to show my dedication, I'm going to tear down my statue gardens. We'll have all of those ground up to make the gravel to fill the things. Mm-hmm. And so that's why you're losing your...
Yeah, I've lost my statue gardens and my feeding now just produces these giant bricks.
Yeah.
But also... we need a lot of bricks. I'm having to feed more than necessary, more than my body needs. I'm actually just doing it for materials at this point rather than to sate my own hunger.
Well, also to build these things, you must be having to bring in more workers.
Yeah, we need more workers from all over the place, all over the island and from all over the Mediterranean, because it's a prosperous city. There's work to be had.
Yeah. Okay.
It's getting a little industrialized now, unfortunately.
This is great. Okay, so what is your new skill?
I don't know, maybe like tactics or fortification or something like that. Like I get quite interested in the design of it. And I work with like the greatest sort of architects and military thinkers to like design to make it as effective as possible. And I learn a lot about how to defend a city and how to attack a city.
Okay, this seems good. So you have 5 slots for memories. Each one can have 3 experiences in it. Mm-hmm. As time is passing, just your, human brain can only hold so much information. We can transplant some of these into a journal, but that journal does become a physical resource that you could, in theory, lose at some point, and then all of those memories are lost forever. Okay. That I feel like your character must be able to read and write if they've done hundreds of years of being
running
the
businesses
best
and
business
everything.
person.
Absolutely.
So do you want them to have a...
Yeah, I'm going to have to make a journal then, and I'm going to have to put all of my sense of adventure and my dreams of exploring mythical realms and where the secret things are and all of that stuff is still really important to me.
Yeah.
But it's not part of my daily life.
Yeah.
So that's going to have to go in the journal for when I've got time later, I'll get back to
you'll
that.
get back to the things that you really wanted to. And so in your brain, you still have, you remember your wedding day, getting attacked by the statue, building the enterprise, running your business, going to the Oracle, getting cursed.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. These 3 memories are still like in your head, but kind of
my early life and my original motivations and dreams.
Yeah. Your wife, your adventure is now gone. Okay. Roll me again.
Oh dear. -1. No, -2. No. That's a 10, isn't it? Not a 0. 8.
8. yeah. Okay, so we are going up to 34. Racing ahead. You destroy something important to you in a purposeless rage. Lose a precious memory or destroy a resource.
I mean, I've still got that old boat that I don't care about anymore at this point, right? Enterprise B. But that's not very interesting.
Could it, like, we've done a couple of these of like make a thing, break a thing, but like a purposeless rage.
Oh, no, my journal.
At some point, you know, another 100 years have passed.
Yeah, and I keep looking and just seeing the journal on my like desk table. Every time I see it, I feel guilty about not going and exploring and having my adventures.
And your wife that you never saved.
And just the guilt of it all just freaks me out. And one day I just like rip it to bits in rage because it haunts me and it taunts me.
Rip it to bits, throw it into the fire. I love that. So we can always make another journal for future things, but I feel like that's such a good...
Yeah, storytelling wise, that makes sense.
You drinking wine in your chambers and just at night at your desk, just ripping it to pieces. Oh my God, I love that.
That doesn't actually make a memory. No, it's the opposite. It's less memory.
Yeah, less memory. I think that's great. I'm into it. Roll me again.
5.
Come up to 39. Man, racing ahead now. Your whole being becomes centered around your senses and your hungers. Create a skill that demonstrates your feral vampiric nature. Lose an existing memory.
Oh God, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay. Succumb more to my curse. I've super defined what my curse entails, like in that sense. So I guess I just become more and more obsessed with not turning to stone. Do you know what I mean? Like it becomes every time I've got like some dry, itchy skin or like a creak in my joint, I become like meticulously obsessed with checking every inch of my body every day.
Yeah.
And anytime I find any kind of like thing that I'm not sure about, like a little bit dry patch just or a scab.
Any blemish.
I'm just like, I must find someone and drain them dry to like purify my body.
Okay, I absolutely love this.
Because I refuse to spend another 100 years underwater.
Yeah, you never want to go back to those times.
I start feeding a lot more and becoming like, I guess I'm getting a bit Howard Hughes.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how he became like, he like invented like the plane company and like pushed business, like air business forward and then became obsessed. He became like a shut-in germaphobe.
Oh, really?
Do you remember that like Simpsons episode where Mr. Burns grows the long fingernails? That's a parody of Howard Hughes.
Okay, so yeah, you are just in this room every now and then, just people are sent in and you just drain.
Maybe I start to get a bit paranoid and I think like sunlight speeds it up.
Okay, yeah, you with these big heavy curtains.
Yeah, because when I get like, if you get a lot of sun, like your skin turns red and peels a bit and stuff like that. So any kind of like sun damage on my skin, in my head, that's turning me to stone.
Okay.
So become like a reclusive shut-in who's going a bit crazy.
Create a skill that demonstrates your feral vampire nature. Lose an existing memory. I feel like forgetting about your wife at this stage.
Well, I don't even have the brassiere and it's hundreds of years later, isn't it? It's pretty sad.
Like you just going mad.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've already ripped the diary up with a lot of her story in.
Yeah, like that's
so that
gone.
Makes sense. Yeah, just it's gone.
And we need a new skill.
Can we just have like obsession or paranoia or something like that?
Yeah.
Like I become like meticulous.
I like that.
Which is not always good, but sometimes it might come in handy.
No, I think meticulous is a great a great way to word that. I'm very on board. Roll again.
0.
0. You move differently than humans, and they unconsciously sense it. Create a mark. So you get a new mark.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I guess the moving different would be like stiffer.
Yeah, like stiffening joints.
Yeah. I move kind of like a Ray Harryhausen skeleton.
Like a bit more stop
Juddery.
motiony. Yeah.
I'm running at like 10 frames a second.
Okay. Yeah, you're like 1 frame off. Like,
yeah.
it's not enough for people to be like, that's a super monster, but people are beginning to notice like there's something weird about this creepy old man up in his business office.
Mm-hmm.
That is perfect. Great. You've got a new mark. Roll again.
Oh no. -3.
Right. Your frenzy terrifies even yourself. Do you learn to control them, or do you embrace the horrors? Kill a mortal character if they're...
Kill a mortal character if there is one.
Or create a mark if not.
Oh, God. Okay.
You don't have any mortal characters.
No, I have another mark. I guess I just like big, heavy stone hands, like smash the table in a rage. Oh, man, I guess I'm like really heavy now.
Oh, super, super heavy. Okay.
So all of my obsessiveness is like not working.
No.
I'm getting worse.
Significantly worse.
Yeah.
Okay, super heavy.
And slow.
Yeah, you are becoming Rockman.
I guess it must be my humanity that's missing because I have no one left in my life.
Yeah,
I'm just getting more statuesque.
Statuesque and crazy. So are you controlling them, or are you embracing your...
I feel like he would... I don't think he'd just... feel like embracing it doesn't fit his character.
Yeah, like
I think he's going to try and obsessively try to push it back and fight it as long as he can.
Just kill more people.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
More cities need walls.
Oh no. Traveling to other places and doing the exact same thing there. Great, roll me some dice.
4.
Oh, that's where we were.
38. Oh God. Okay, I'm just going to be rubber banding back and forth.
Oh God, we've already been there.
Oh my God, no.
Okay.
Third step on 38. Oh,
wow. You can always find the frail, the weak, the vulnerable. Take the skill, cull the herd. Do not meet the eyes of the strong. They are not for you.
I guess I'm so slow now.
Oh.
That I have to prey on the slowest and weakest because anyone else can just get away from me.
Wow. Okay. This is great. You have a new skill, cull the herd. God, whatever. You're setting up like hospitals or...
Oh, yeah.
Things, orphanages, anyone that can go missing, and they're brought to you, and you drain their life.
And I pay for these places to exist.
Yeah.
And harvest them.
Okay, this is fantastic.
Yeah, maybe I start to think, well, I need to feed on younger people who have more life in them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of to fight my worsening condition.
Yeah,
so it's like children's hospitals and orphanages and that kind of thing.
Great. And so everyone thinks that you're this philanthropic kind of thing, but actually no, just making all of these statue children.
Jesus.
Okay.
Grim. What's next? Oh my God. -3.
-3.
Oh, 5.
So you've encountered the descendant of an old foe and you help them in some way. Why did you do this? Check a skill, create a mortal character.
Okay. I do like that it's like my wife's great-great-great-granddaughter.
Yeah.
And maybe that reawakens a bit of humanity in me.
Okay, yeah, that's
maybe
cool.
they have the same... They've got a ring or a necklace that has the same symbol that my brazier had on it. As a family
okay.
thing, because that that mum would have given it to her kid. And that's been passed down through the generations as this is like the lucky symbol of your family that you give to your kid when they're born.
Okay. And you kind of, you remember this brazier and you know that you're somehow attached to it.
But I don't remember why, but I feel like it's important. And so I'm going to feed on them and I see it and that I'm like, I can't.
You can't.
I don't know why, but I have to so I adopt the child.
Ooh, okay.
And I raise them as my own.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Some kid, whatever, the wars are raging, refugees coming in, they're sent to one of these orphanages that you've set up. And at feeding time, you see the brazier. This is great. This is really good.
Maybe Rome's conquered Greece.
Ooh, okay.
And so that's where the descendant would have been, right? In their old homeland, and they've come here.
This is great. Do you want some names? One of those?
I can't pronounce it now. Cleo, there we go. That
Cleo.
Works. And maybe they'll last more than one turn if they're a baby.
This game, you never know. Okay, neat. Roll again.
1.
The deceptions you practice fool even yourself. Combine any 3 traits to fabricate an experience that you believe to be true.
What are traits? Anything.
So basically anything.
I think it has to involve the new child. Visions of the future. Oh, no. So I believe this child's been touched by destiny and will inherit all my stuff and they'll find the cure for my disease.
Okay. Yeah.
And so when they come of age, I let them inherit everything to give them the full resources and ideally so that they, if I can be their they can be my puppet if I need them to be.
Right, okay.
But also I raise them to believe that they're this chosen one who can banish this evil from the land.
Okay.
And so when they're old enough, they can go and fulfill my old dreams of adventuring and find the cure.
Right,
or
okay.
find whatever has cursed me and bring it back.
Okay.
To cure me.
Yeah.
And I think it's true, but who knows?
Yeah, so...
So I pin all of my failed life experiences onto them. They have to live my life for me now.
Yeah.
And save the world.
They're gonna do it. Okay.
Obviously they're gonna do it. The gods told me they were gonna do it.
It's 100%. This is definitely what's gonna happen.
It was destiny finding this child.
Well, let's roll a thing and see what happens.
Oh, no, that was 4.
4. Okay, up to 40. How do you conceal yourself while you sleep? What steps have you taken for protection? Create a skill, create a resource, create a mortal servant character if you like.
Okay. So yeah, until my child saves me, I think I become a complete shut-in. My palace becomes I move into an even smaller part of it. The palace itself is too big.
Right.
So I have a wing with my rooms in it because the rest belongs to the child. And
what about a lovely kind of marble tower made of these weird blocks?
Oh, sure.
It's constantly getting bigger.
Taller and taller.
As you have more of these resources. The Winchester house. You keep just building out this insane palace.
Okay. Perfect. And I guess I've got an Igor guy who just serves whatever insane whim I seem to have. Igorius. Okay, I love that. He's perfect. Check a skill and create a resource. Fortifications? Yeah.
Building.
I make this tower my fortress.
That's very defensible as well.
And I think I start getting obsessed with finding the cure, right? So I get all the books of any myths and legends that I think relate. And I get a library in my tower. And I get obsessed with researching where my daughter needs to go and where good places to explore might be and what to look for and stuff.
That's perfect.
Look for clues in ancient myths and stories.
Yeah, and it's just constantly expanding as you bring more and more books and stuff into this, and you hide away in there, and no one's allowed in outside of your daughter and this one guy.
Yeah.
Or, guests they bring you.
Now lie down on the roof of the tower.
Yeah, God. And just like...
I don't want to carry that shit up.
Wow. It's like horrific. I love it. Oh, it's so gross. You make people like lie down, turn them to stone, and then just people come in and like plaster in the gaps. And
exactly. Cut in little grooves to make it look like bricks.
Yeah, this is like horrific that this eagle character is like doing all of that work.
Yeah, he's basically a plasterer.
He's basically a plasterer who's also a butler and helps with, he knows what's going on. This guy's definitely on board.
Wow.
Cool. Roll me a dice.
4.
44. An immortal character you've met returns to claim a debt. What is it? How have they changed? Do you pay willingly? If you have a memory of this character, you lose 2 resources. If not, lose 3 resources and check a skill.
Okay, so there's 2 immortal characters, right? We've got either Statue Man or the Oracle.
Yeah.
I think it's cooler if Statue Man comes back.
Ooh,
because we're kind of looking for the Oracle. That's part of the quest.
Yeah.
So Statue Man returns. I guess he's at some point managed to feed himself back up to mobility again.
Yeah.
He hates me because he spent 500 years underwater because I had a fight with him and pushed him into the sea. Mm-hmm. So he's back. He's like, you owe me, or I'll tell everyone about what you are. Also, he's got my brazier.
But you lose 2 resources.
Maybe that brazier has become like the symbol of our like corporation. Because I think it's like the chosen symbol of destiny.
Right,
because
okay.
My adopted daughter had it on them. And that's how he finds me. Because he's still holding that thing when he's underwater because he ripped it off me.
Yeah, and like it's got your name and he kind of tracks you down.
Yeah, and he tracks me down with that. So what do I have to do when he comes back? I have to lose
2 resources. Like, would it make more sense to, if the Oracle, she like reappears mysteriously one day, like just walks into your chambers and she's like, you have to give up your like fortune, your wealth, if you ever want to get rid of this curse or something, like, or like your daughter, you send the girl out and she finds the Oracle and brings her to you.
Yeah, okay, I prefer that.
And then
so she succeeds in fight. It's taken her 20 years of like go to every little island and cove and cave in Greece, and she tracks down the creature and brings it back. And the creature is like, yeah, you're getting worse because of all of this.
Yeah, because you never did the adventure. You never did the thing that you wanted to do.
Yeah, and the more I fortify myself in my castle, the less adventure I'm having. So that's why I'm getting more stone-like.
I love that you think you're protecting yourself, but that's what's making it worse.
Yeah.
That's so good. Okay.
So I have to give it all up. So yeah, I give my company to my daughter, and I have my tower like repurposed or torn down or given away to charity or whatever. Yeah. And I set out on my boat, which I still have the Enterprise B.
You still have the Enterprise B.
I get it refitted, obviously.
Yeah, hundreds of years have passed now.
It gets a bit modernized and updated, but we can have the Enterprise B refit edition.
Yeah, I'd happily do that. Yeah, you've had, basically, you still think of it as the Enterprise B, even though every single part has been changed. And from this point on, people will call it Argos's boat. Is it still Argos's boat? Absolutely perfect.
That's the most important historical change.
Yeah, exactly. That's all.
It's not the ship of Theseus anymore.
No, it's the ship of Argos. We do still remember the Oracle.
So it came true. The prophecy came true. My daughter did find a way to cure my curse. But it's not totally cured, but it's definitely the moment I move out and I start working on this new thing and I, give up my like shut-in life. Yeah. I start feeling a little bit better, hopefully. Okay. I don't know. We'll see, I suppose.
Right. We might need to make a new diary for you. If you want to save some of these things.
Yeah, I got too many memories now.
Here, a diary. You start a new one as you're planning to go out into the world.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like some of my business stuff can go, right? Because I want to keep my what I've got left of wanting to. I don't actually have any lust for adventure memories left, do I?
Yeah, it gets tough when you have to. Well, we can just move one out for now.
Let's forget about everything to do with Syracuse and building and fortifying myself. I'm going to totally leave that life behind me, like the first memories, because I've cut all ties with the city now.
Okay.
I totally believe her. I'm committed to moving on, maybe never returning.
Ooh. Oh, a sad farewell. Igorius is coming with you, right?
Obviously.
He's like, oh, now you're leaving, master. Am I free to go? And you're like, no, Igorius, get on the boat.
I hoped one day I would be buried in the tower. I wanted to be the top of the tower.
And you're like, shut up, Igorius.
What is my gargoyle face?
Okay, Igorius, what a hero. Cool, right. Well, that all is amazing. Roll me some dice.
-3.
-3. Ooh, your body is distant from human concerns. Lose a memory slot. Erase your oldest extant name.
Well, fair enough. I've been Argos for so long, I've forgotten Thaddeus.
Thaddeus is forever gone. You have now lost a memory slot.
Jeez, okay.
Which is sad, but not the end of the world.
Let's forget the middle memory, I guess.
Well, so we because we cleared some stuff out into a diary.
Yeah.
We can still put some. We've got one more memory slot left.
Oh, okay.
But it just means that you're gonna have to put more stuff into that diary as we.
Yeah. Okay.
Your brain is hardening.
Yeah. I guess, or just there's only so much memory you can fit in a brain, right?
Yeah.
I've been alive for hundreds of years now.
Yeah. So what are we thinking? Like,
I guess the Roman Empire falls pretty soon. We need to start moving into like the Middle Ages.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's as long as we've got a vague idea. Like, none of that has to be set in stone, but we'll see what happens with dice rolls.
Oh no, -1.
-1. 40. You're approached by a supernatural character unknown to you. They take you on a bizarre journey, then offer you spiritual solace in exchange for a terrible pledge. What do they demand? Will you accept? If you accept, gain a skill.
Yeah, I guess as I start my exploring adventure time, I immediately meet some kind of other mythological creature, right?
The Oracle could have said, you have to give up all of this. Go to this person.
Yeah.
And so that like sets you, and they will take you on the next step of your journey. And they take you on a bizarre journey.
Yeah.
You have to do a terrible pledge.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say I'm not cured, right? But the Oracle is like, this will start the process of your cure. If you want the cure, you must seek it here. So I go and I find like, I kind of want to do like another blind oracle person, but we've just had that, so it has to be a bit different.
Something else supernatural, and they go on a bizarre journey. Where could that be? What could?
Yeah, I guess I go to some like ancient ruins on an island, and I find some kind of mythical creature there. It's a centaur.
And you go on an adventure with a centaur.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest maybe our other hot thing of a beautiful flying woman.
A harpy.
Like a harpy. Like in that. Is that in Jason and the Argonauts? Where there's
the harpies attack them. Yeah, they get a net and like trap them.
But no, have a centaur. It's about time.
Yeah.
We've gone this far. We've referenced everything else we like.
Yeah. And they offer to take me to the cure. They tell me I have to, I need the golden fleece, obviously. That heals all wounds.
Right, okay.
It's been touched by the gods themselves. They don't know where it is exactly, but they've got some clues.
A bizarre journey.
And we go on an odyssey, but I guess it would be an Argosity.
Right, okay. Yeah.
And okay, what would they demand? What's something that's like hard for me to do? I think I don't have anything to sacrifice or to give at this point.
It could be like kill the girl, have the
chosen one.
That she was the cure the whole time.
She's the cure. I have to suck the life out of her to heal myself.
Like, yeah, like you go on this stupid journey with this centaur, and you go all around to loads of different places. You know, years pass, and you return back to the place, and like the destination was here the whole time.
Well, that's very Greek myth, isn't it?
And the cure, she was the cure the whole time.
Yeah. Well, because she originally went on one of these quests as well. Maybe something happened to her that made her life force is stronger now. It's been like blessed by the gods, so that's why they're like, well, she's the one now. She drank from the magic cup, and now you've got to eat her. You've
got to kill her. So mechanically, we don't actually have to kill her here.
Yeah.
It's just you are presented with this as an idea, and if you accept, you gain a skill, but you can choose to turn it down. But now we just have this idea that...
Yeah, I think we'll turn it down for now, and then maybe we can come back to it.
Okay.
Because I don't think he would do it. I think he would be like, hesitate.
I feel like you're sailing around and it feels weird to have a centaur on the boat.
It is weird. I can't ride the centaur. I'm made of stone. I'll break his back. Like, I must leave you now. No.
And so you don't kill the girl right now, but you're told like to cure, you have to kill her, even though she's probably an old woman now, but you know, she's running this business for you. Sweet. I love it. 46. You're exposed and you flee to a far off land. Convert any stationary resources to a new resource representing portable cash or treasure. What name do you travel under? What profession do you claim when you come to rest? Oh.
Okay.
Maybe you did try and kill her, but she maybe saw this coming.
Yeah.
And you get outed and have to...
Yeah.
That she's like...
Or maybe I go to do it and I hesitate at the last moment, and that gives her the chance to like call for help.
Yeah.
And then everyone sees me as a monster.
Yeah.
Like when someone tries to stop me, I lash out and like turn them to stone.
Oh my God.
And then everyone's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Like this guy's fucked, and then you have to run.
Okay. I guess I get back on my boat.
Yay. The Enterprise B. Where are you fleeing to?
Well, I think I have to leave the Roman Empire completely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I go to a mythical, mist-shrouded land on the northern edges of the Empire.
Ooh.
People say strange magics happen there.
Oh.
And the druids are capable of healing.
Oh, yeah, you've heard of these druids and their stone magic.
Exactly.
Okay, right.
And they're like, no one's going to look for me there. It's an absolute backwater.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, because the Romans, they pulled out of there. It's a nightmare. It's just like some warring kingdoms and druids.
And there's nothing there but rocks and rain.
Yeah. What is the new name that you're taking on? You can you're just some wacky traveler now. You can take anything. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Greek at all. I guess I don't even want to sound like I'm Mediterranean to them because they'll think I'm like an evil invader. I'm going to go for something more like sort of Germanic sounding and Celtic. Like
Cragmon. Cragmon. Great.
The Stone Man.
Yeah, I think just the Stone Man. Cragmon, the Stone Man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Yep. So I'm going to go to Britain and hope that their stone druids can help me. Maybe the power of Stonehenge.
Ooh.
Maybe Stonehenge is people.
Oh my God. Big block people. This is ace roll.
-2.
The immortal character returns to claim their debt. So on to part 2. What did they do to send you into the darkest despair? Erase your earliest memory. You'll never get it back. Drain a skill. Well, I guess that kind of ties in with
the daughter, because now I'm like, I know I had to kill her, but I couldn't do it. And now I'm scared that there's no cure, if that's the only cure, and I'll never be able to get it.
Oh,
and that drives me into despair.
Yeah, because you think that was the only thing, and you've messed it up, and that you're never going to be cured. This is perfect. What was the earliest memory here?
Is it meeting the Oracle? I can't forget that. That kind of doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah, maybe I do.
I think that is it.
I sort of start to forget how this even started.
Like in your
Now
despair, you now are like blanking that character.
And I'm just like, I've always been like this. I've been born like this. I've been cursed by the gods.
I love that.
And I forget my own like origin story and my life before anything before being cursed.
So you're just this terrible guy who's turning to stone and has to keep killing, and there's no way to get rid of this, and you don't know how it happened.
And I start to wonder, I don't even know anymore if I'm a man who's turning to stone or if I'm a stone who's turning into a man.
Yeah, this is, I love it. So bleak. Very good. You
gain a skill.
Gain a skill.
I can't gain sailing again, can I? Because I've used it, or like just because I'm doing a lot of sailing to get to Britain, or what's going to be like relevant to what I'm doing now? Can I learn about like the druids' ways in Britain?
I think
like
God, maybe during this time you've like hooked up with some druids or whatever, and you guys are like slamming mushrooms and things like that, and you are kind of learning a bit of like the druid ways, but it's through these visions and stuff that you are going crazy.
Oh, that's messing up my memory.
And
because I'm just eating all the herbs.
Yeah, do this big like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas like horrific trip where nothing makes sense anymore and you are just losing your mind.
Perfect.
Druid ways.
0.
Ooh. You develop a plan and carry it through with ruthless efficiency. Bringing death and destruction to an immortal character, you may either claim a resource they took or destroy them.
Oh.
Check a skill.
Okay, so Statue Man tracks me down because I've forgotten the Oracle even exists at this point, right?
Well, so you did have... The Oracle is the one that told you to kill the girl. Do you like...
Yeah. Or the Centaur.
The Centaur. So he wasn't technically an immortal.
Okay.
He was
supernatural.
A mythological creature.
Okay, so what, the Oracle...
I think maybe you go...
I like plan revenge because the Oracle... I fool myself... I make myself believe that the Oracle set me up.
Yeah, because
the Oracle like made me give up all of my stuff and tried to get me to kill my own daughter. And it was all lies.
None of it worked.
Yeah. And everything's shit now.
Yeah.
So it's revenge time. And I get some of my like fanatical druid pals to like come and help me on a raid.
Can you like, you send them off? They bring her to you and like in a lightning storm night in the stone circle.
Cool. Yeah.
You guys do... You like sacrifice her, like old school, horrific
on the
Celtic
stone
style.
Table.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And she's just like,
this stone circle is made of like the tribal sacrifices. People have come to me to become one with the gods, and I've turned them into a Stonehenge.
Oh my god, this is so good! I love it.
I've become like a mythological figure when people like join this weird cult up at my stone circle. And they get so obsessed with like me and my power because I have visions and I like tell them what the gods want.
Oh yeah. This is.
And you're right. They go get the Oracle for me and we just do a brutal like human sacrifice.
Okay. I'm so on board with this. And actually like killing the immortal is pretty.
Well, they were a jerk. They really screwed me over.
Yeah. Killed. Amazing. I love that. That is such a good scene. Wow, roll for me.
7.
Ooh. Let's go up to 51. When you hunger too much, you become a hunting creature bereft of intellect. Lose a random experience from a memory somewhere in the middle of your memory slot.
Can I forget about the centaur?
I'd like to forget about the centaur, please. So I guess like normally because you'd have 5 slots, but now it's from the middle section. So,
oh my god, do I memento this and I forget that I killed the Oracle? and I am still looking for them for revenge.
Oh.
Spoiler alert for the movie Memento.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
So I'm still ranting about how the gods demand vengeance, and all my tribesmen are like, what do you mean?
We've got to kill the Oracle. She cursed us all. And they're just like, yes, we will do that. Please don't turn me to stone.
Yeah.
Amazing. Incredible. I'm into that.
2.
2 up to 53. A mortal character you trusted or one of their descendants leads a hunting party. What shared secrets are being used against you? Check a skill.
Oh no, Igorus.
Or a descendant. Like,
Well, I guess they're probably dead by now, right? How long have I been haunting Britain?
either Igorus is fucking old or is long dead. Yeah, that if you are
that becomes anyone who becomes my helper is the new Igorus. That's the name of the position.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because you have vague memories of them. Cleo is maybe dead by now.
Yeah.
They were old and in theory, if 100 years have passed of you being a kooky person.
So I always have an Igorus, but my latest one leads a hunting party against me.
Well, so it can be the descendant of someone you trusted. That, like, it could be the descendant of Cleo.
I feel like I'm so out of the way. Like, I feel like I'd be out of sight, out of mind for them, right? I'm not causing them any trouble.
But if, like, they've got there's still the weird statue like, they know their entire empire is built on. They
slowly uncover the fact that their entire city's built on the corpses of the sacrifice.
Yeah. Like, quite literally, and they want to be remaining in power, and they we need to get rid of this. We need to deal with this problem.
At this point, the Roman Empire has fallen, and we're in like the sort of early Middle Ages, and it all gets very like Christian.
Okay.
And there's like a crusade, like the religious leaders find out about Syracuse and how it must be. That's the city of the devil. The city is burned to the ground and smashed.
Ooh.
And like, they pour holy water on the ashes and the whole site becomes this like consecrated ground. No one can ever live here again. This was like the devil's playground for hundreds of years.
Okay, that's great.
And that's not enough for them. They need to like make sure this can never happen again. And so they send out, the Inquisition to find...
Well, yeah, I guess like if Syracuse is completely destroyed, maybe Cleo's descendant, who is still running the United Shipping Company, which is still probably really big around Europe.
Yeah,
they're like, okay, for us to stay on, the church's good side,
we got to team up.
Right, we will help you.
And they've got all the old library journals and everything like that. They can be like, we know what he's like, where he is.
Help track this person down.
Yeah.
So they're using the secrets of you being all the people that you killed and that you are some demon to the church.
So the Pope's exorcist turns up.
Amazing.
Trying to make sure that, because they hear about creepy stone circles and there's a man who turns people to stone in like rural parts of Wales or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
And they're like, that must be it. And they track me down.
So yeah, they're leading a hunting party. What shared secrets are being used? I guess it's just like how you kill people, and then you just check a skill.
Maybe they warn the people, so I lose my cull the herd skill because people are really wary of me now because they know that I prey on the weak.
Okay, so yeah, it's like they change how things work, and
so they make sure that there's always people around looking to make sure I don't just like pick off stray people.
Okay, this is perfect.
Because I keep trying to move ahead of them. They can't find me yet, but everywhere's warned that like the beast is here somewhere, so everyone's on guard.
That's perfect. Yeah, there's some crazy weird monster witch hunt going on. Great. Roll me some dice. 6. A mortal discovers the journals of a long dead character or your own lost diary and approaches you. What do they seek? Gain a skill or resource. Create a mortal character.
Okay, well, I guess when Syracuse was like destroyed brick by brick, some people might have smuggled out some of the things from my library.
Oh, yeah,
like
your great
forbidden
library.
Texts.
Oh, for sure.
So maybe there's like an apprentice inquisitor who's like read the forbidden texts
Ooh.
and tracks me down, and they want immortality.
Oh, yeah. I guess like one of these inquisitors who's trying to track you down at the moment.
Yeah.
They find you, but like they're doing it for their own nefarious.
They're like, you've been alive for 1,000 years. How do I get some of that?
Also, yeah, you were like at some point one of the richest people. You commanded kings. They did your bidding, and they think they want that power.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
If you
great.
don't tell me, I'm gonna tell them where you are.
Okay. Cool. Gain a skill or resource.
Oh, okay. I'll just string them along,
And we make a character as well.
and I'll be like, "Yeah, help me out. I'll definitely tell you later.
100%.
Serve me."
What's this inquisitor called?
Brother Leon.
And then you either get a skill or a resource to.
I guess now I've got like inside information.
Mhm.
They'll tell me whatever I need to know about like what the church is up to, trying to track me down. So I don't know if that counts as a skill or a resource. I think it's more of a resource. It's like a
Cool.
because it's only good for as long as they're there.
Man on the inside
Yeah.
is what I'll put that down
I'm like,
as.
yeah, you keep me ahead of them and you let me know what they're doing, and I'll train you up.
Okay, I think that completely works. Right, we need to move something else into your diary.
I'm very happy to get rid of the centaur memories.
The Centaur Chronicles.
That we hand waved like 5 years of magical adventure time into one sentence.
Yeah, that whole bizarre journey you went on. Yeah, it's just completely
That ended
gone.
up back where it started.
Yeah, just what a stupid adventure. It was a very stupid period in this history.
Yeah.
Inquisitor Leon comes to you to become immortal and helps you evade capture. I think kind of makes sense. Them like using just journals and diaries from the library, which probably a lot of them got moved, into the basement of the Vatican or these like cursed tomes. People talking about like, this is the best way to lay the bodies to make the structures strong.
All of Igor's technical notes.
Yeah, all of Eagle's the best way to, spackle, someone's butt crack. Okay, right, keep on going.
4.
4, going up to 63. How do you provide for your banal material needs? Record an experience about the time this went wrong. Check a skill.
Okay, because I don't have like a lot of money, and I'm sort of living out in the wilderness because I dare not go to towns and cities where the people know that I exist.
Yeah.
So what skills do I have left? What can I use?
Meticulous kind of is like a pretty good skill.
Should I use my druid ways? Because I know like all the local plants and animals, and I can live off the land.
I think that's pretty easy.
As like a hermit man.
That you just live in the valleys, living off the land. Yeah. I think just you spent a long time with those druids, and just more time is passing. Another 10 years have passed of you just hiding away, living off the grid. Super, super simple. I think that makes sense. Wait, record an experience about the time this went wrong. Check a skill.
Oh, right, yeah. I guess I'm like sucking the life out of animals, right? Turning animals to stone.
Yeah.
And I guess anytime I do, I then have to like smash them to bits to like
make sure no one can find these
like little stone rabbits and
yeah.
And I don't know, maybe one day some like livestock escaped a farm, like some horses or something, and I nearly got caught.
Yeah, I guess like you were in the barn, kind of turning like a sheep or something to stone, and like the shepherd comes out, and you've got to kill them, and then the thing, and run away.
And then the inquisitors like hear about that and can investigate the area, and I'm like forced to like go further off the grid than ever before into like the deepest valleys.
Roll again.
2.
265. A possession turns out to have financial value as an antique. Trade your oldest resource for 2 contemporary resources.
Maybe I've so all I've really got left is the boat and my diary and the man on the inside. So maybe the boat is like I pushed it into a cave and like hid it when I wasn't using it because I knew it would be years before I come back to it. I eventually come back to it and it's been like 100 years. So the boat's fucked. But there's maybe there's something on it that doesn't like decay as much. Maybe it's got like a figurehead or like something like metal that's part of it that hasn't rotted.
Yeah.
That is like maybe like it's got a fancy compass or sextant or something like that.
Sure, yeah. I think like a big bronze or something piece that some rich person would want.
Yeah, and they're like, that's 500 years old. There's no like it's the best quality one of these I've ever seen. Someone who's super into like naval history really wants one of those like old-timey boat majiggers.
Okay. And what contemporary... You get 2 contemporary resources.
Oh, okay. Where are we at now? It's probably like 1500?
Yeah.
1600 or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think that
we're getting into
sense.
Like Renaissance.
Yeah, sure.
So let's say, well, first of all, just some money.
Mm-hmm.
I'll need cash, which is always useful. Or maybe it's like... something that will be valuable rather than money, because money obviously goes out of date pretty quick, but it'll be like,
I think, we get an idea
something
of money.
Monetary value. And
someplace to hide, like a means of transport.
Yeah, I think I just need to like...
A new boat, the Enterprise C.
Ooh. Yes. Which is like a more modern...
Yeah.
It's Age of Sail now, aren't we?
Yeah. You're
have to be small enough for one... It's like a yacht.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Like something that you can use, because maybe times when you've been on the run, you've been like on the coast, using that as a way to get away from people. Perfect. Enterprise C. Okay, we are going to have to cull something.
I think we get rid of the memory of Statue Man and myself being like underwater for 100 years.
Cool. Throw me some dice.
Ooh, -2.
-2. 63. How do you avoid the eye of the government? Create a skill based on a memory.
Well, I guess I've got the man on the inside who's always, anytime that they have heard about me, I hear about that and I manage to keep one step ahead. But maybe I've invented a new ID, like a new like personality, and I can go. I don't want to live in the country anymore. I want to like be, get back on my boat, live boat life. And I use like an intermediary, like someone to like I do the boats and I get back into business on like cargo stuff, and I have someone else who like meets.
Okay, I think that makes
does
sense.
The deals, so like no one ever sees me. So yeah, I just basically have like a human puppet who interacts with people for me, plus the man on the inside.
A new Egorius.
I guess my memory of trading my old boat parts for new boat parts gets me back into like modern boating. That's a new skill because I've...
What if it was based on Cleo's descendants leave, the Inquisitors track you down? Like you'll find better ways to like cover up your tracks.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
And
so like just disguise kind of thing, right? Like I'm disguising who I am. I'm finding better ways I know what the Inquisition's looking for.
Yeah.
And so I know exactly how to not look like that. I change my whole like MO.
There's your MO.
And I only feed on the sea, and then I just push them overboard.
Oh yeah, just like that's how you get rid of the statues now. Just throwing them in the water. You've got this new boat, this new like system. Your people on the inside. You're kind of like rebuilding this like strat.
Yeah,
great. Roll me some dice.
Sometimes we just lose a crewman overboard. It can't be helped.
It's dangerous. The
sea is a harsh mistress.
The North Sea, real risky.
So 3.
3. Your knowledge is outmoded.
Oh no.
Lose an unchecked skill, which is now useless.
Oh, I guess my like my business.
Yeah,
Business
your
skills no longer apply.
Not so good. Yeah.
I'm struggling. I'm not making the new USS business anymore. I'm scraping by here.
You don't understand about interest. Like banking is now huge all over the place.
No, I just want to barter.
And you're like, but what about some chickens? Figureheads. That's what I traded.
People always need chickens.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, sir, this is a printing shop.
We want to get in on the bronze.
Yeah, exactly.
Bronze is where it's at.
Boom. Brand new bronze. Have you heard of it? So I guess, yeah, we're maybe like the sort of 1700s-ish. Like, kind of beginning to approach, near the Industrial Revolution almost.
Yeah.
Great. 68. An antiquity has surfaced, which is directly tied to your mortal life. Check a skill or lose a resource and gain the antiquity as a resource. Then regain one of your earliest memories. Record an experience about acquiring the antique.
Okay, so I have to go through my memories, pick something that's come up. So it's got to be like real old from like ancient times.
So the resources, the brazier could have resurfaced, the strange engraved tile, the original Enterprise has been found like in...
Oh, because Tauros stole it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they found it's like whatever the pH levels of the dirt it's sunk into is perfectly preserved.
Like the bones of it are still in the mud.
And you then acquire that?
Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe just all the woods, can't be moved without being ripped apart, right? But
yeah, that might be a hard one to acquire.
I like the idea that the brazier comes up again.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
That's
think
a recurring theme.
And that feels like something you could...
And the stone man held it underwater.
Yeah.
So it could have been found.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so while they're excavating the ruins of... So now we're moving...
But Oh, yeah. So they found the brazier from the stone man.
So I think as the church becomes less powerful in these more modern times, some people go back to like do archaeological digs on Syracuse because it's no longer like forbidden.
Yeah.
It's been hundreds of years. And when they check around like the harbor, they find the brazier.
This solid stone guy holding this thing.
So he's been resurfaced, and I hear about it through my man on the inside.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, I guess I lose my man on the inside because he gets compromised telling me about it.
Or do you want to lose all of your money?
My money,
it goes up for auction and you...
Oh, yeah, okay.
You spend everything you have.
Yeah, I spend all my money to get it because I'm also terrified of Statue Man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want him going into the wrong hands.
Okay, right. We need to get... Do you want, like, Wedding Day or attacked by...
What happens to the memory?
They come back to you. They come back into your brain right now.
Yeah, okay, great.
Also, we do have even older... The shipwright, about Taurus, saving the harbour master, Little Jameth. No, those are gone.
No, let's remember Statue Man. Like, I've forgotten he existed, and then I hear about it in the news that this strange statue is going up for auction, recovered from the ruins of Syracuse. God. And I'm like,
yeah.
And I bid millions.
All of the cash,
whatever I've got.
You managed to trade and win this thing.
And I need to make sure he never escapes, and I get to keep the brazier.
Statue Man. Great. Roll again.
7.
7. Oh my god. Okay, right. This could be the end game now.
Oh god.
As we go to 75. An old friend or foe murders you in your sleep. What do you see in those seconds between dream and non-existence?
Statue hands.
Oh god. I
don't even know how he brought himself back to life, but he did. He managed. Maybe someone like brushed past him one day and like he sucked a bit of their essence out enough to like creep over to me in my sleep.
Yeah, and maybe like it creates this drain life feedback of you like throttling each other.
Oh, yeah.
And because you said that
It's
there's like
non-efficient.
diminishing return.
So I drain the life out of him, he drains the life out of me, but you lose some each time until we're both just two statues throttling each other for eternity.
No life left, and it's this horrific, like these two people fighting.
Wow, okay. Bleak. What an ending.
Holy shit. That is so bad. Like, incredible. But after you spending all of your money to get this to make sure he can never do anything.
Yeah.
He can never
I'll make
kill
sure
you.
no one ever touches him again.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, yeah, what a story. I guess we got up to like 1800s, maybe like I carried on for another 50, 100 years before that happened.
Yeah, exactly. And then the bad murder happens, and then that statue is just now being displayed in, the Tate or something.
Yeah.
This incredible sculptor unknown, but it has
the
some of the
eternal struggle.
Oh, I love that. And is just this beautiful artwork, which is now in the lobby in Venice of the.
Of course, people interpret it as the battle of history and progress because it's an ancient, like Roman guy throttling like a Victorian industrialist.
Ooh.
Do you notice it's very symbolic of like our history coming back to haunt us.
Oh my God. And yeah, so it was bought up by, the United Syracuse Shipping Company.
Of course.
And now is in their lobby. And it merges their past and the future together. And everyone just sees these two figures fighting.
It's like we're fighting over the brazier, which has the logo of the company on it. We're fighting over the soul of the business.
It's so good. Genuinely an incredible ending.
It's like poetry, Tom.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. Wow, that was great. That was really good. Pal, so this has been 1,000-Year-Old Vampire with Ben. I really, really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me.
If people want to see some more of you,
you can check out the Games Night channel where I play narrative tabletop war games. So it's a bit like role-playing with miniatures and maps and stuff. Tom's sometimes there too. So check it out on YouTube, Games Night.
And that concludes 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, everybody. If you'd like to see Ben and I do a post-game chat, you can right now by becoming a member, where we're going to go through just all the things that could have happened and just have a little chat about it.
Can't wait. Maybe some Sen talk.
Sen talk.
Ooh, maybe.
If you're lucky. Until next time, everybody, goodbye.
Goodbye.
And that concludes this episode of 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. We've played this a couple of times now, and man, it is pretty wild how different it gets each time, and I am so surprised that it got so spooky, especially with Ben. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, maybe you'd consider supporting us. You can do so by becoming a member, and that will give you immediate access to a post-game chat where Ben and I sit and we talk about just what could have happened, things that we liked about the game, and just ramble on. Just old Tom and Ben talking about nonsense. Until next time, everybody, goodbye.